This is the first part of a meditation that fits the mid-year, because it's both looking back and the second one is looking forward into the second part of the year. And it's not supposed to be a looking back and forward from the head, but actually one that is looking with the heart, and also with the purpose to surrender to what's going to come. Of both seeing what to focus upon, but also what to let go of. So I invite you to find a space where you can be for the next few minutes on your own, uninterrupted, just you and yourself in stillness. And I invite you to close your eyes and just to breathe. With every breath you're taking in, to allow yourself to settle in, and with every time that you're breathing out, to let go of everything that you don't need in this very moment. So breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. And now I invite you to still keep your eyes closed and to go back to a place and time which was last year's New Year's Eve. Go back in time and realize with whom you've been. With which person did you spend New Year's Eve? What was the place where you were spending this special moment? In which mode have you been last year on that special occasion, the last hours of the year? And then from that reflective point on, think whether you had any plans actually for this new year. And then I invite you to move on to January. What were the moments in January which were really special? Not particularly the ones that you had planned, but moments that were so touching that they still are with you today, that they stood out. Go and search for these special moments. And once you've found that one or two special moments, let's go to the second month of the year. February. This year there was still COVID and it was quite chilly. A very full lockdown. But maybe the lockdown was not even of relevance for you. Maybe there was something else which was of much higher importance, something that touched you deeply emotionally. What was it? What was so significant for yourself that it stays with you until today? And then let's move on to March. What was relevant in March? What touched you deeply in March? And when you found that one, let's go to April, the beginning of spring. This year it was still quite chilly, but it was spring. We had a few options to loosen the grip of the lockdown. But maybe here again, it was not at all these outer circumstances that were of importance, but something that happened that had a more emotional touch, more emotional impact on you. What was it? What was important for your heart in April? And when you have found that one, let's move to the next month, to May, when it became warmer, when more things became possible. What was significant in May in your life? What was touching? What was good, but maybe also sad? What stays with you until now? And then let's move to June, the last year before the mid-year, the one which is most recent. Maybe there are still so many things with you right now that you don't even know what was important. But maybe you also have one or two things that were really, really touching, that helped you grow or realize important things about you and your life or life in general. So what was so important and so touching in June that it stays with you, that it can go into the next half year? And then we are actually in the now again. So I invite you to look at this journey, what we've been traveling now for 6 months back. Do you see patterns? Do you see of what you can let go and what was important now? If you see patterns, I invite you to now open your eyes again and to write them down. And when you write them down, look at what have you been focusing on, and do you want to keep that focus, or do you want to let go of certain things? So come back. I invite you to come back. Thank you for yourself for having taken this time to reflect back and to gain the insights that you got. Write them down, and we see each other in the second meditation.